Evening, everybody. Welcome to a new series. It's going to be called the Fight IQ series. Now, the difference between this and the Unfavorable Matchup series, that series is more based on me having weaker characters against high-rated characters. Obviously, that's the same matchup here, but in this case, I'm more focused on explaining adjustments that I'm making against my opponents in a fight. So right away, what I'm seeing from this guy who's using DJ, he's comfortable in the pocket. He's throwing three-piece combinations, so he's looking to overload my block. So the first thing I try to do is kind of switch off to some single shots, just gauging what he's aiming to do. It just seems like he wants to blitz me, so the whole goal is to just remain relaxed and gradually build up damage. I know that I won't be able to beat Demetrius Johnson in the pocket, so everything is going to be about timing. He throws another ill-fated knee. And here, I'm not going to force the finish. Everything's going to be gradual. And once he gets comfortable, he likes to throw that jab, moving forward body kick. Now, the best way to beat somebody who's throwing that jab, forward rear body kick, if you plant and kind of crash the jab, you run for an overhand there. Cause him to collide. And then you just plant your feet and you let go of a hook, you might be able to catch him at max vulnerability after throwing that body strike. And this guy doesn't realize it, he's eating a lot of damage. He's eating a lot of vulnerability based damage. So right now I want to test his ego. I'm throwing that jab body kick, trying to get him to throw it at me. Almost made a costly mistake there. And I'm like, come on, throw it, throw it. It's something I was trying to force out. You see this? I'm winning the small exchanges. So my focus is win the small exchanges. There, I fired back too soon. He wants to throw that body kick. His ego gets the better of him. And just like I said, the jab rear hook takes him out. I honestly wanted to grapple, but I wasn't too sure if this guy was any good grappling-wise. But based on the way how he was kind of throwing with reckless abandon, I figured I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to catch this guy on the feet. And I managed to do that. So, yeah, what I pick up on, comfortable in the pocket, throwing that jab rear body hook, the jab rear body kick, capitalized, and got the finish. Fight IQ, everybody. On to this next fight. Should last a little bit longer. Now, usually when I choose these lower rated fighters, whether I'm doing the Unfavorable Matchup series or not, I do try and fight like the fighters. So with Elias, I'm extremely annoying. Like, I will refuse to take a step forward. It's actually comical because I really hate actually doing that. But for shits and giggles, I just like playing like that. So keep an eye. Start off with the overhand, and he wants to grapple for some reason. I don't think too smart, judging that Costa's grappling stats aren't the best. But with Elias, obviously I want to frustrate my opponent, but this guy's also doing a good job. He's not going too wild. Misses right there. And with Elias, my game plan is going to be frustrate, try to catch him as he's coming in, or cause my opponent to make a mistake. And there's a lot of circling going on here. But with every strike that I'm noticing that he's trying to get into the pocket, it's usually a really big strike. It's either going to be a switch kick to the body, the lead overhand to straight strike, which is good if somebody's trying to slip the regular overhand. Kind of like messes your perception a little bit. I also know that with Costa, I don't have to worry about anything other than an uppercut. Right? Like, if I'm going to duck away from that overhand, I don't have to worry about a front kick coming my way. It has to be a knee, or it has to be an uppercut. So I'm pressing forward, and move back. The whole point is I'm trying to get this guy frustrated. There's the push kick to the body. Doesn't hit my head though. I should come back up right on time. Hook, jab. And I'm just taking little mental notes of my opponent's shot selection. I want to see if he's going to react. He's slipping now because he sees me firing off that delayed uppercut. Now I'm chopping at the legs, trying to get him a low block. Getting a hit stun reaction. Alright, delayed uppercut. Now he slips a little bit too late. And opts not to counter off of that whiff kick. So Switch stance to southpaw. And if there's one flaw I'd say about this game that I wish that they would get done, is the strength of the block. Like, I honestly would hope that the block could be a little bit weaker and the strike shot to be a little bit. But unfortunately, I was skipping the video there, but I managed to use him crashing into me with that overhand, and I set up a clinch. Makes a mistake of going up, stay on his leg, go for Japanese necktie. So I managed to get him frustrated to the point where he lunged in. I used that as an opportunity to get to the clinch, where I had a little bit more of an advantage because the power of Costa is extremely disadvantageous against Elias Theodorou. And as the clock is ticking, I wasn't really sure if I was going to get this myself, but managed to get the tap right at the buzzer. So what did we do here? We stayed true to our game plan. We didn't get too flustered if homeboys land an overhead or an occasional body kick. Stuck to the game plan. Fired off the leg kicks on the outside. Gradually hit him a few times to get a reaction out of him. Now, he was patient himself. Like, he was willing to try to pick his spots, whatnot, but it took just one little moment of opportunity, and I was able to capitalize immensely. Now, the next player we're going to fight is a lot better than these first two guys. And matchup definitely wasn't favorable. Like, this video could have definitely gone on an unfavorable matchup series for sure. But it's also going to be an example of fight IQ, and this is a much higher level fight. Guy we're fighting is King Leonidas 0-1. He has Paulo Costa, have Thales Leites. Leites is striking, I think it's like an 86 or an 84, something along those lines. But he does have 90 power. Problem is his health stats are absolutely crap, and his grappling leaves much to be desired. So touch his glove. Try to go for the clinch right away. And now, okay, this fight required a lot more IQ. So very simple. The most meta way to play is to try to overload the block, right? So see that he's going for all these meta combinations: jab, uppercut, hook, straight, lead hook, straight, like crazy stuff like that, right? So what this guy's trying to do is he wants me to fire back after he lowers my block, because what's going to happen is, you notice my head health is going down through the bleed through damage. And every combination that he's throwing is just meant to overload the block. But here's one thing that people don't realize: the block is a lot stronger than you think. So I don't necessarily have to be worried about my block being sent down the mush, because it's pretty strong in round one. Although I'm aware this is what he wants to do. Unfortunately, because I have Thales Leites, I know my head movement isn't the best. My power is only a 90 and my accuracy is not the best. So everything is going to be based on neutralizing the Costa player. Did the now on his part. And he goes for a clinch. Wasn't the best idea there. Thales is a better grappler. And I'll take this into my world. If you transition a second on a tie clinch, you usually have the advantage. It's weird. Go to side saddle. Now, I know with this dude, he has knowledge of the so-called undeniable fakes. With the undeniable fakes, what happens is that you can't deny them, but it resets his own grapple advantage. So keep that in mind. I'm aware that he knows how to do those undeniable fakes, and I'm gonna explain once he starts doing them how exactly to kind of beat it, because it's an intended mechanic to kind of like stop holding. You see right there, whenever it's like a 1 second with the animation, like the animation isn't really lasting too long, that's the undeniable fake. You don't even waste your time. They're not gonna build any GI off of it if you mistime a flick. The regular fake, because of the inherent risk of it being pre-denied, if the person denies the wrong way, you get GA. Whereas with the undeniable fakes, yes, it's undeniable, but you don't build any grapple advantage. And yeah, it's not as crazy as people really think it is. But here I went to the guillotine instead of triangle, because I already kind of know that players like him are very conditioned to play a specific way, which is also another reason why I kind of got bored of playing the game, so to speak, because it was very evident how people were looking to play, and it got boring after a while. But I have a lot more fun playing like this. You know, putting myself at a disadvantage with certain fighters and just trying to figure out different ways to win. So good first round. But again, like, this is his cycle of strikes, right? If I had anybody else like Bisping, I would have been able to do a little bit heavier counters. See, that jab, lead hook straight, and then he wants me to fire back, so I'm just keeping it single shots. Lower chance of vulnerability. See that? If I fired back there, I would have got rocked and dropped. But he goes in for a knee. And I catch him. Vulnerability. All he's doing is trying to break my block. Yeah, I pulled the uppercut by accident. And if there's one thing I wish they could fix, would be the range of the knee. Now, this was, I kind of found interesting, right? So, before you would call it like knee spamming or whatever, stuff like that. But it's basically no different from what he was doing before, you know. Unleashing the hell level of block breaker combos. What this told me, though, because he doesn't usually play like this, I'm like, oh, he's frustrated. This guy is frustrated. So I'm not gonna panic and just throwing knees. My actual only concern is the fact that Fallas' health stats are not the best. So that puts me at a major disadvantage, and I only have a knee available to me. So whereas I don't have that much power, like I'm rocking them but I'm not dropping them, right? If I were to throw a knee and he throws a hook at the right time, I am in big trouble because he can rock and drop me. So now he's just changing up the shots to elbow, elbow, and then he's going for the knee. So he's just alternating. If he gets me to focus on the knee, elbow, and just get frustrated, then I'm going to be in his boat. He's going to be single shots, single shots. I'm going to circle, retreat with the jab. I'm like, right now, I know mentally I have him already. Wish I would fix that too. Yeah, that knee shouldn't have hit my block. Single shots, single shots. Give him a knee. Body rocked him. I thought he was going to take me down. I let go of that. I went to deny a takedown. He's going for the knee again. So all this tells me is that he's frustrated. Unfortunately, for me, I got dropped like 3 elbows and he rocked me again. But his stamina has to be low. I'm not going to shoot. I knew the knee was coming after the second elbow because I picked up on the tempo. Instead of going knee, elbow, he was going elbow, elbow, knee, and then knee, elbow, elbow. So, managed to stay relaxed, avoided getting finished there. Also in part to his stamina being low himself. But, contrary to what most people think, when I see somebody go to that level of play, like that level of play, they're frustrated. They're frustrated, especially when you have a character that has a way better moveset on the feet in comparison to Lays. Lays has a push kick that I'm definitely thinking about using in the later rounds, and this is where I gotta be careful. He's a little bit gassed. I'm somewhat gassed. He dropped me. He rocked me. I rocked him a few times. I body rocked him. In a war of attrition, if it just continues to be on the feet, I'm aware that it's not going to go my way, or it's not likely to go my way simply due to Kaz's health stats. But I'm relaxed here. I'm going to let the fight, take care of itself. I know that he's hurt. And now what I'm doing here is trying to interrupt him with the straight. I'm going to go forward a little bit more, because when I wait for him, and if I try to play defense at this point, based on where my head health is at, it favors him. For me, because he struggles when the other players going forward, and now I'm just trying to interrupt him as he strikes. And again, nothing changed, right? And look, this is a little thing he just did right here, right? He went to southpaw. Now, why would he go southpaw? So if he were to throw a body kick, and if I were to pull it, and it will do extra damage, and he has a better chance of getting that body to prevent. But he whips on a knee, and this time I get the single leg. And now I'm where I want. I'm basically where I want to be. What I do want to avoid is a rough stand-up. Now I'm using just regular fakes here. I'm not going to play the undeniable fake game. So now I'm noticing, all right, he's actually going for the transitions. When he strikes, I'm looking to get into side control. They denied that. And like, you see this? He's using the undeniable fakes. But in this time, him doing that, because I caught on to the real one, racked up damage to the head, and finished him inside control with Alex Latis. Fight IQ, everybody. You gotta stay relaxed. You gotta stay focused. You gotta know what to do when certain situations happen when you're playing this game. I definitely could run with whoever fighters that you guys want me to use too for this series, and then see if I run into anybody specifically annoying. But yeah, this is the Fight IQ series. If you guys want to see more of this, please let me know. Romero 17. I'm out of here.
And there is the UFC middleweight champion. Hard to be much more impressive than... All right, the decision is inside the octagon. We send it to the veteran voice.